Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to a very windy day at the plot. It is so windy. I've got no idea when this polytunnel is going to go up because I don't know if you can see behind me, but it's just so windy. It's also been absolutely chucking it down all week, so I haven't actually managed to be able to get here. And so I'm so glad I have today because the plot looks like it's absolutely thriving. I'm so excited to kind of show you what's been happening. But it'll probably be quite a quick vlog today. I have got my waterproof coat with me just in case. I think it is meant to rain a little bit. So fingers crossed we'll make it through this vlog at least before it absolutely chucks it down. But I just want to quickly show you before we do anything else my squash patch because it's crazy. Just look at it. There are flowers everywhere. It just looks really beautiful. I just cannot believe how beautiful it looks. And I know it's mostly just green and leaves and things, but it just looks stunning. So I have noticed just as I've been walking in a couple of the squashes on this one. So I've got one coming up here. I've got a really nice one coming here. And another one actually I've just spotted. I've got a couple more through here. And it just looks so lovely. Let's check on the courgettes. They look so great. Oh, there's a huge one here. I'll have to pick that one today. I still haven't eaten my other one from last week. So I'll have to get making some bits and maybe just freeze it up on the rest of them. But yeah, it just looks so beautiful. I'm so pleased. And then everything else has just gone a little bit crazy. So I'm going to be taking all of this lettuce kind of bits out. I'll kind of try and pick what is still okay. I think most of it has flowered, but I'll try and pick some of that. Do a quick check on my tomatoes. See, they're so little still, but the colour is starting to change a little bit. So whether I should have picked maybe a couple of them off and allowed them to grow a little bit bigger like these ones, I don't know. Maybe just something I kind of need to test out for next year. But yeah, they're looking so great. Really, really pleased. My carrots look like they're coming along as well now. It's starting to get a little bit bigger. I can spot one of them there. So whether I need to put a little bit more soil in them, I don't know. Some of them at the back look like they're coming through and coming out of the ground, but the actual heads on them don't look too big, so I'm not quite sure. I'll have a little think about that. The sweet corn that I planted, only some of them have come up. So one here and one here. Whether they'll be able to pollinate, I don't know. And it's the same for this side as well. Only a few of them have actually decided to come up. So quite a few more actually than the other ones. But it's really hard to see because of the amount of weeds. I did de-weed this, but it is what it is, unfortunately. But yeah, all of my broccolis along here and cauliflowers, they look like they're doing really well. They haven't bolted, which is good. Probably from all of the rain has helped stop that, which is nice. Christmas bed has gone crazy. I'm slightly worried about this because I planted some carrots in here. Wasn't sure whether they'd germinate or not. And I feel like they're going to be ready far too early. So I'm just going to leave them, I think, and just see how we kind of get on with it. But the Brussels are doing really well. I want to try and see if there's a way that I can kind of block these from the wind a little bit more because they're getting a little bit beaten. So we'll try and have to figure out a way for that. Apples are getting slightly bigger. Not too much bigger, but it doesn't look like to be any more coming on here, so we may only get 3 apples, but I'm not too bothered. And then strawberries are all starting to die off a bit now, I think. But all of the ones that I kind of rooted in to the little pots. They're doing well. And I'm going to leave any more shoots, because it's not fruiting anymore. I'm going to leave these shoots on, and what I'll do is just kind of use this area here as kind of my almost like multiplier for them. And then what I'll do is any ones that I take from here next year, I'm going to make a whole bed and then just kind of keep this one. So then every year I can just take runners off of it. If I don't get too many actual strawberries, it's not too much of a problem. But there's so many runners, I feel like I might not actually have to buy any more strawberry plants, which is nice. Just a quick update on the raspberries. They are coming through, but they do look a little bit weaker. I don't know whether that's because we just haven't had as much sun as I'd have hoped, or they've been left on here too long and they're kind of rotting off. So I'm going to pick what I can today. And then hopefully they'll be okay. But it's kind of the same with my blueberries. I'll take these little ones off, let these ones kind of come through, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more next year as well. But this is what I planted up from the little pot. I moved this pot over and I kind of potted it up last time I was here. And it does look like it's doing a little bit better. The leaves look a little bit greener, a little bit more happy. They've got a bit more space. What I want to do is just quickly go around and kind of cut down some of the squashes, and just kind of double check on where things are coming in, and cut down some of the stems that just don't need as much on there if they're already fruited, because I want to make sure we get as much fruit as possible from it, or just as much healthy fruit. I would prefer 2 or 3 really good fruits than 10 really tiny not great ones. So yeah, I'm going to do that now, and we can pick that big courgette as well. Look at that. Probably a bit too big. Probably should have picked it a little bit earlier, but never mind. Okay, so one issue looks like it's kind of holding on to some of the grass and some of the weeds. I don't really know what to do with that. But let me cut this one down. It's a little bit smaller, but should be okay still. Look at this. Bees just living their best life. This makes me so happy. So yeah, so I've got these 2, which this one has turned into a marrow, I think. Hopefully it'll still be okay to eat. And then I've just got a mini one. So I've got a big one. So what I might do is keep this one at home, and I'm going to my mum's tonight, so I'll take her this one. And then see what she wants to do with it. Just a quick update on the beetroots. They're actually taking a lot longer to grow than I thought they would. So I'm not sure how much longer they need to stay in the ground, but they look a little bit small at the moment. So, but they are growing and they look great. They look like a beetroot. which is always a positive. And this one just down here as well. Kale's doing lovely, although it has taken a bit of a beating. So whether it's time to kind of sack these ones off and use the space for something else, I don't know. Also, just spotted these caterpillars. Look how incredible they look. They're probably not good for my plot, or are they? If anyone knows what they are, I'm gonna have a little Google as well tonight. But they look so beautiful. Wow. Also, just doing a quick check on my plum tree, and they're coming in now. Really good. So I just need to keep an eye on this, just because it starts to weigh it down quite a bit. So I just kind of need to keep an eye on if there's quite a lot coming through in one area like this, whether I need to kind of start taking some of them off or not. But I got a really good yield from it last year, so I'm hoping I should get the same. I managed to actually share quite a lot with the other plot holders. Because it's just a straight path all the way up to get to the tree, that you don't have to walk on anything. I've kind of just said to people, look, if you're here, there was so many, I couldn't even put any more in my freezer. But I've kind of said to everyone, look, if you're here and there's some available, take them. Just come and have a little look. If you see them dropping on the ground, come and grab them. Because I just hate things to go to waste, and I just think it's like a really nice thing to kind of share with everyone as well. So hopefully we can all enjoy the plum tree, especially as it's not actually on my plot. It's actually on the railway line. So I think we should all be able to enjoy it. So I think that's it for today, guys. I know it's probably quite a short one by the time I come to edit this, but I hope you enjoyed just kind of having a look and see how much just a week makes, how much of a difference it makes. So what I'm gonna do is though, I'm gonna go home tonight, and I've made a note of kind of where things are. I'm gonna go also and pick up a fig tree to plant in next to my apple tree here somewhere, and I'm gonna start that row of trees as well. So I'll probably have a room for maybe another one, possibly two, but definitely one. So if you have any trees that you love growing on your plot or in your garden, or that you just love that are around you kind of thing, let me know in the comments, because I'm really not quite sure on what tree to get yet. I'm thinking cherry, because I just love cherries, but I'm not quite sure. My mum gets a load of pears on hers, so which she always shares with me, so I probably won't get a pear tree. But yeah, let me know which ones are your favourites. And then I'm going to go home tonight and I'm going to make a big plan for kind of what the next month is kind of looking at. What I want to get sorted by the end of August, rather than trying to make goals for like every week. I think it's that's really hard sometimes. So I'm going to try and at least make a plan that what I want to achieve by the end of August. So then at least that's done, and I can start planning for the winter as well then. Because I'm going to switch up some of the beds in winter time, kind of once things have started to come out of it. So yeah, super excited for that. But have a lovely week, and I'm going to go home also and film an update of the garden as well today. It's been so windy and so wet that I just haven't managed to. So yeah, we're going to go and film that no matter what the weather is now. So yeah, have a lovely week and take care, guys. Bye.